All right. All right. Well, good evening and hello to you, our LifeVantage family and our Team Legacy members. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd. Do you guys, I don't know, I realize like we're officially in the middle of 2026. We are kicking, I still am kind of like, I'm not sure where the first half of the year went. The kids are getting out of school. Summer break is underway, and we already feel like our summer's already planned and it's already over. I don't know about you, but that's where we're at. But my name is Holly Highfield. My husband Brian and I are coming to you from Sarasota, Florida. We have been with LifeVantage now for 14 years. So if you are tuning in for the first time, we welcome you. You have made an incredible decision to be a part of something that's way bigger than yourself. And you probably don't even realize just yet the impact that you're going to have should you choose to actually share the power of activation with other people. And so we're going to dive right in tonight. Our plan is to keep this no more than 30 minutes for you. But we're going to be talking a little bit tonight about the fastest growing strategy that's helping people grow their businesses right now. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Before we do, though, we have some announcements, some things that are happening, some things that the company has so graciously bestowed upon us in an effort to help us continue to grow our businesses. And so, Brian, do you want to kick us off here? We can tag team a little bit.
Sure. So I think I'm sharing my screen here. Hopefully you can
You
see
are.
that.
We see it. It
Okay,
starts with yellow.
good. All right. Yeah. So if you haven't heard the tagline, it starts with yellow. It's growing in popularity with a lot of consultants, with just focusing on our flagship product with Tandem. And it's really about simplification, going back to when we were growing the fastest, and that was when we were just talking about for Tandem, to get people to understand the power of activation and that little yellow pill. But the bonus volume incentive has been extended, that they did last month. It's going to be extended now through this month through June. And Holly, I don't even remember how this works. How does the bonus volume incentive work?
Well, if you go to the next slide, so
Oh,
if
is
you,
it explained?
yeah, so if you
Oh, I
didn't
didn't even know
know,
that.
what the company did
Oh, here
is,
we go.
yeah, so the company has three main consultant enrollment packs that they have been focused on. We have the Healthy Glow enrollment pack, which is for Tandem and our collagen. Then we have the Healthy Edge enrollment pack, which is P84 plus pro Tandem. And then last but not least, we have our business enrollment pack. This pretty much includes everything that we have to offer from an activation perspective, along with some other extra little bonuses in it. But what the company has decided to do is we are giving you point for point. So if you've been around for a while, then you know that what you pay isn't always the equivalent of what you earn from a volume perspective. And we all know that that volume is what helps secure our current paid as ranks or even help us rank advance. And it also has a role in the amount of extra money that we earn on our level bonuses. And so we want to take all these things into account. So the company is giving you 25 more percent in volume for both the Healthy Glow and the Healthy Edge. Okay. And for the business enrollment pack, it's 27% in volume. Right? This is a big deal. Again, you're getting more volume credit for the enrollment packs that you've already been helping people get started with. All right, this is a really, really big deal. And one of the reasons why this is extra special is that this month, in the month of June, it's the last month for the Achievers Rewards. So if you didn't know, the Achievers Rewards is an opportunity for you to double your sharing bonuses and earn additional bonus money when you rank advance, starting at the ranks as low as Senior Consultant 1. Yes, you can earn an additional $100 by reaching Senior Consultant 1 this month. And then it's 150 for Senior Consultant 2, all the way up to $1,000 for hitting the executive ranks. So don't you think this bonus volume might come in handy? maybe just a little bit, right? Maybe it's that little extra amount of volume that kind of puts you over the edge to secure that next rank and allows you to go ahead and cash in. And it's all happening in the month of June. So, what a great way to kick off the summer, right? Because I think the first day of summer isn't until like the 22nd, I think, of June. But as far as I'm concerned, we are already in summer. It is, things are kicking off, and we want to continue to heat things up. And we're going to do that by giving you bonus volume and by obviously awarding you with additional cash in the process. And so, definitely want to tune in for that. You can also go to hub.lifevantage.com and you can get all the details of the promotions that the company is offering for you to be able to cash in on those. And Brian, you want to talk about Activate coming up in July?
Yeah, so as you know, the company does two virtual events every year, one in January, the other one in summertime. So July 11th is what you want to mark your calendar, and set up a watch party for people in your area if you want to. And so the company is allowing people to register their watch party. And the first 50 people that sign up are going to get some extra swag for yourself and to be able to give away at your watch party as well. So there's a QR code on the screen that you can go register your watch party from. For our Amish folks, that you probably can call in and get that registered there with the support line. But yeah, so July 11th. So we always want to know what announcements are coming up. So we'll get to find out on July 11th for that one. So mark that on your calendar.
Yeah. And you can go to
And
hub.lifevantage.com as well to be able to register. So if those QR codes aren't quite your thing, you could always go to hub.lifevantage.com, and you can actually register your watch party there as well. So they're going to be talking about it starts with yellow campaign. So we're going to dive deeper into that. They're going to be announcing the new Achievers Retreat. The new incentive trip, the Achievers Retreat, will also be announced. And so it's just a really great way for everyone to get together. So, yeah, just wanted to add on to that, Brian.
yeah, so last thing here, as far as announcements goes, the CEO meet and greet. So as you know, we're getting a new CEO. He's starting in August. And so at the end of August, August 23rd and 25th, they're offering an experience for people to do a meet and greet there. And so qualifiers are going to get 2 night hotel stay, $500 in travel credit, and you get to meet and greet with the new CEO and as well as some business training going on. So pretty much hot off the press. I think we found out what yesterday about this.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
for people in the US, Mexico, and Canada, all you have to do to qualify for this is enroll 2,000 in new sales volume this month in June. So 2,000 in brand new volume qualifies you for this experience. And so that is definitely attainable for a lot of people. And so they increase the number of rooms reserved, they increase the space to accommodate a lot more people. And so that is all you have to do now is get 2,000 in new sales volume for yourself, and you are qualified to go.
Right. And this was something that was originally only offered to executives. I want you guys to understand that. This was originally only available to those at the executive rank. And the company said, you know what? That's ridiculous. If we've got people that are enrolling and that people who want to get to know our CEO and want to build those relationships with our corporate staff, then let's go ahead and get rid of that requirement and let's allow anybody and everybody who's going to qualify. So again, do you think that that extra bonus volume might come in handy? Again, that bonus volume, we're talking about achievers rewards, extra cash, rank advancing, and the ability to now be able to go to Park City, which Park City is gorgeous, by the way. It's such a beautiful, beautiful place. And be able to literally shake hands with our brand new CEO and make face and start building those relationships now. What a great way to kick off a new season with our company, right? Debbie's thinking about it. She's like, "Yeah, I'm telling you, you got this, Debbie. I believe in you. I want to see you on that list when this end closes out." But for those of you who are sticking around again, what we really wanted to hone in on tonight was the fastest growing strategy that is helping people grow their businesses right now. Do you guys want to know what it is? I don't know. Nobody seems really excited. Anybody excited? Drop a one in the chat. I think we've got a lot of people who dialed in on the phones, but I want you to challenge a belief that a lot of people have today. And I want you to think about this. Many people think that the answer to a better, faster growing business is getting more people on Zoom calls. They think that it's social media, right? For some of you, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't post it. You're thinking that you have to post more, get more followers, all the things. You have to become a content creator because that's the only way that your business is going to grow, right? Maybe you need better reels, you need better posts, better videos, more funnels. You think you need all these extra things, but we get it wrong. Because yes, those tools, that technology, they help us to reach, but that's not really what matters. So what if I told you that the fastest growing strategy in this profession right now, again, wasn't the technology, but it goes back to that face-to-face connection? What would you guys think about that? It's that face-to-face connection. Think about this. When the pandemic hit, a lot of us found ourselves pivoting. We found ourselves having to pivot. We got really good at doing Zooms. We got really good at texting and group chats, right? Really good at sending videos, sending people to tools. But we were doing it all behind our phones and behind our computers. And the good news was that initially, when this all happened and we made that pivot, a lot of us actually saw growth in our business at a time when a lot of different businesses and industries were suffering. They were closing their doors because they weren't able to get people into their doors, into their restaurants, into their businesses. You couldn't be around other people. So we leveraged those tools and we were able to expand our reach and we still saw growth in our businesses. But what happened over time? As the pandemic started to fade away and we were able to get back in front with people, guess what we did? We lost that connection. We lost that ability to connect with other people. We are still hiding behind that technology. Whether we want to admit it or not, I am guilty of this too. Okay? But again, we gained that reach, but we lost that connection. We gained the convenience, but we lost the community that we had when we were getting together with people. And many teams are still feeling that effect today, right? Maybe you're still feeling stuck. You've seen those sales decline, and you just, no matter what you do, you feel like you're doing all the right things, but you're not seeing a bump in that volume or a bump in your business. You feel like you're holding so tight on to just keeping what you have. And we don't want that. That's a scarcity set mentality. That's fear that's holding us to just try to keep what we have and maintain what we have versus allowing us to be able to grow, right? And so people grow where they're going to feel valued. They're going to duplicate where they feel supported. And none of these happen through a screen. It just doesn't happen through a screen. Some of our best conversations, and I know Brian would agree to this, and drop a one in the chat if you would agree. Some of our best conversations, they happen across a coffee table. They happen sitting next to someone on their couch in their living room, meeting up at a coffee shop, grabbing lunch with someone, meeting up with someone after work for dinner to avoid the traffic. I mean,
Golf outing.
yes, golf outings, golf outings, barbecues, happy hours, family reunions, even family reunions, all at an event, during a walk, having conversations. Julie says yes. Debbie says yes. Ben and Family say yes, it works. Peter says yes. You guys are, I get it. You're feeling what I'm putting out here for you all. That's why I believe, again, proximity matters. Energy matters. And when you're doing face to face, you can feel those things, right? Trust me when I tell you, if you were to start thinking about how you can get out from behind your computer and your phone and that technology to reconnect with people, your trust is going to grow faster. Belief in what you have and who you are and the community that you have surrounded yourself with is going to grow faster. The relationships are going to grow deeper. The deeper the relationships, the stronger the retention. People are going to stick around longer. That's just the truth of it. People are coming and going so quickly because we've lost that connection with them. Because it doesn't stop there. Like I said, we turn that reach into relationships. The consultants who are winning right now are the ones that are finding ways to be able to get around people. They're creating those communities, they're showing up, they're having those real conversations. So here's my chance. Well, first of all, Brian just shared with you an incredible opportunity, July 11th, for you to have a watch party to get people together. It doesn't have to be people on your team. Maybe you're a team of one. Reach out to Big Blue, put in the Facebook groups, find out who may be in and around your area and come together. Come together as a group and stream this, right? Do a potluck, play some games, do an opportunity meeting before the actual training and announcements, and make it a whole big event. Make it an experience. That's what people fall in love with, is those experiences. So this would be my challenge to you. And this is a challenge that I'm putting out for myself too. So I'm not just, I tend to walk the walk or walk the talk or talk the walk. What do they say? What's the
Walk the walk, talk
walk
the
the
talk,
walk? So here's my
talk the walk.
challenge. Now watch the watch. So here's my challenge to you for this week. How can you go face to face with someone in the next 7 days? How can you get face to face with someone in the next 7 days? It can be a prospect. Maybe it's an actual customer. Maybe it's a current customer that you even have, a teammate. Maybe it's even somebody cross-line. Okay. Maybe it's someone that you've only been texting, but literally still lives in your town because it seems easier to text than to take the time and go over to them. I promise you, if you show up at their house, like they always say, like, all the guests that show up at your meeting are 100% of the guests that you pick up will show up at your meeting, right? When you get them in your car, they're going to be there in the room versus relying them to get there. These things matter. So maybe it's someone that you've only seen on a Zoom. Meet them for coffee, meet them for a breakfast, invite them into your home, offer to go pick them up, go bring them a coffee, say, hey, what's your favorite cup of coffee? What's your favorite beverage? How do you like to kick off your mornings? I have something that's pretty incredible that you need to know. It may not be a fit for you, but I need you to know what it is that I'm involved in. That's how excited I am about what it is that I have my hands on right now. Okay. Then compare the results of these interactions that you have against someone that you're texting messages to. Think about how it makes you feel, the emotions that it brings up for you when you're actually with that person face to face versus just texting with someone and that connection that you're making. So I think I could be wrong. I don't think that I am, but I could be wrong. I think that you'll be surprised at what actually happens. Because at the end of the day, again, people aren't joining products. They're joining people. They're joining the energy and the value that you bring and how you make them feel to become a part of a community that they feel valued in, that they're worthy of being a part in, whether or not they even believe in themselves yet, right? They're looking for someone to believe in them, and you just may be that person. So we talk a lot about in-person events, and I don't know if you guys know who Woody Woodward is. If you don't know who he is in this industry, I strongly encourage you to Google him, Woody Woodward, an incredible network marketer. He has come from his entire life is incredible. He has faced many, many challenges. Life has happened to him on multiple occasions. But he has mastered the art of connecting with people and learning how to understand and ask questions to make it about the person who's sitting across the table from him. And he was at the ANMP this past week. It is a network marketing professional event that happens every single year. You have multiple seven-figure earners, multi-million-dollar earners that attend this event to grow. And he's in a mastermind chat that we've been blessed enough to be a part of through some past masterminding groups. And he said, through having conversations with leaders from other companies across this industry, again, leaders who have already been successful, who are making more money than they probably know what to do with, they all agree that getting back to meeting with people is where it's at. They all agree that the teams that are currently growing and that are actually moving the needle are the ones that are getting back in the homes, they're getting back in the coffee shops, and they're getting back to face-to-face conversations and connections. So that was what I wanted to share with you all this evening as far as just kind of a training and a peace of mind. There is one other thing that we are going to gift to you in the month of June. But before I let you know what that is, Brian, did you have anything that you wanted to say as we start to wrap up tonight?
No, not really. Yeah, it's not surprising, I guess, that people are finding success again by doing it the way that we did it in the beginning. And that I know most people here who grew their business, that's how they grew it, is in the living rooms. And what we're doing, it all boils down to this. It all boils down to trust. People buy things from others or organizations that they trust, and trust is hard to build through direct messenger. It's hard to build through just a Zoom meeting. You need that personal connection to help build the trust so that people are comfortable making confident decisions. And so it doesn't surprise me because I've tried it other ways, and it just seems that face to face works the best over and over again.
Yeah. And again, we're not saying technology is no good. You can still leverage that technology to expand your reach, right? And attract people. But at the end of the day, you want to attract online and you want to connect offline. That connection is still so, so, so valuable. So last but not least, we're actually going to finish early. We're going to do this but in less than 30 minutes. I don't think that's ever happened.
Yeah.
So, for those of you, our Team Legacy members in the month of June, any new consultant that you bring in on a enrollment pack in the month of June, Brian and I are going to gift that new consultant a bag of Axio. So we all know that Axios are pretty great. It's a wonderful product for you to be able to sample and to be able to experience and taste right away. The summer's heating up. People are going to want a way to cool down. Water gets boring. And we are going to gift you, your new consultant, a brand new bag of Axio. So I don't know if that's going to sweeten the deal or help seal the deal for you for anything, but we just wanted to add a little extra as we go into the summer. As kind of our way of saying thank you for all that you do and for showing up. And yeah. So here's the catch though. You've got to reach out to us. I am not going to go in the back office and just assume that every new consultant that's coming in is going to get a free bag of Axio. Okay. I want you to call me to tell me that you've enrolled somebody new and what I'm going to send them so that I can celebrate you. I want us to cheer each other on. I want to celebrate your wins. All right. So yeah, that's all that I had. Brian, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
No, if I add anything, we might go over time. So,
That's true. Okay. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody. As always, this replay will be available on the Team Legacy YouTube channel. If you would like to go back and watch it, and or if someone you know missed it and wanted to be here, they're certainly welcome to join in and watch it as well. But yes, you guys are more than welcome. Have yourselves an incredible, fantastic, productive week, and we'll see you next time.